Ah, here we go. Right. This is my last song.
That he wrote himself.
It's more of a story. If you've never heard it before, it's a story. It's not really singing, but if you listen to it, it's really clever. I don't think you will do it. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3. Didn't leave much to ma and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from a lot of folk. It seems I had lied my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red. Some guy would laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. Our fists got hard and our wits got keen. I roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars. I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that gave me that awful name. Not really kill him. I don't believe in killing people. Maybe trying to cast it, I don't know. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry. I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on the street of Moore, there at a table dealing studs, took that dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my old sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent, and he was grey and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue! How do you do? Now you're gonna die." Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he came up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. Well, I busted a chair right across the teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking in a gout in the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss. He went for his gun and I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. And he said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and it's that name that helped make you strong. He said, "Now you just fought one fight, and I know you hate me, and you got your right to kill me now, and I will blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in the guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the son of a gun that named you Sue." I got all choked up when I threw down my gun. I called him my pa and he called me his son, and I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm going to name him Bill or George or any other name but Sue.